Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group. Today is Wednesday, April 2, 2025. It's Tariff Day or Liberation Day or whatever you want to refer to it. But before we cover that, I want to just point out and review the first quarter for the stock market because it was pretty weak, as we know. But for the quarter, the 3 months ending March, Dow was down 1.25%. And that was the best performing of the major indexes. S&P was down 4.6%. The NASDAQ was the worst, led by the MAG 7 or LAG 7 as they're being referred to now. NASDAQ down 10.4%. Russell down 9.8%. And these numbers are even worse when you look at the from the February highs. A lot of selling because the stock markets went up from January 1 into the middle of February, and then sold off hard from there. So I think, part of this is, the worries over the tariffs, but also I think that there's, some evidence that maybe the economy's slowing. So that's one thing. Also, as I pointed out, the detox, as Secretary Bessent has referred to it as, the changing, that the economy has to adjust to a different Washington. And then also the overvaluation, is not helping either. So now looking forward to the tariffs, and no one really knows, what's going to happen, what the reactions are going to be from our counterparty, trading countries. But, there's one observation, this is not advice, but it seems to me that the stock markets and bond markets have priced in the worst. It's a really bad outcome. And who knows, maybe when the details are announced, it's even worse than what's priced in and stocks go even lower. But boy, there's been a lot of headlines and a lot of narrative on how there's very little chance of a good outcome out of this situation. So it sets up a possibility of perhaps, a not so bad tariff, development could be, somewhat good news, and the market kind of catches a bid and maybe starts a rally. And then even, that there's actually some good news out of it that, maybe the details aren't as bad as expected. And that could really set up for a sharp, pretty quick rally for stocks. Again, not advice, but I think that there, those possibilities are out there. And I think also the big thing is getting this uncertainty behind us. There's just so much, what to do, what are we going to do, what's going to happen, and like that. And once this is behind us, maybe we can get some stability, and then, and then move from there. So I might be back on Thursday morning if the news is important enough and if there's something to pass along. Otherwise, we'll be back on Friday. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the input. Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk on Friday. Thank you. Goodbye.